What's up, guys? Today I am going to go over the eval loss I took. No trades on my express today. The conditions were just too unprobable, and I wasn't a fan of them. You know, you could say I could probably not have taken a trade on the express or eval, maybe true, but I'm okay to being more aggressive on my eval. I had things that I lined that I liked, and yes. See what happens. Just eval, but we'll see. Kind of aggressive. Just expect us to go back down. Respect the standard deviation. Might mark it by what, 2 cons? This is like my draw, but realistically, if I was taking this on the express, I'd want to see us like go all the way down here. This thing's gonna play. I'd bet money on it. ES looks like it's gonna get the inverse. Oh, not if ES doesn't get the inverse. We look good though. Slowing down a bit. Not a fan of that. Mm-mm. 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 Dun, 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 dun. It might get stopped out here. It looks like we might get stopped out. We're gonna 1 minute change of state. Pull back to higher time frame imbalance. Inverse bearish imbalance inside imbalance. Would expect to go long here. If we're out on bias. Unless we're gonna put in SMT. It's okay either way. Either way, it's okay. Either way, it's okay. Nothing invalidating the bullish position. Not a good sign though, if I'm being honest. Expected this 15 minutes to hold. Doesn't look like it's gonna hold. Doesn't look like it's gonna hold. So let's get into it. Going into the day, I was kind of bullish, bearish, bias. Either way, I was kind of iffy on both. Now, looking into it with this 4 hour, right? With these 1 hours, we were clearly rejecting. So let's mark those out. We were in premium of this sell-off. So I was bullish internally until we get this big sell-off right here. My target was going to be this like consolidation down here. But until we get these inverses right here and these change in the states on all the time frames, I'm pretty bullish. But once we get these, I become bearish, right? So I'm looking at the market and I'm like, yeah, probably not gonna I'm not gonna be bullish anymore just because we have all these changes in the states to the downside. Everything's to the downside with this huge displacement to the downside. Inverse everything. Inverse this bear or bullish 15-minute PD array. We have this bearish one. So we get all these change in the states. No real SMTs put into the downside. Still have our draw right here. So we get the change in the state down. We get a nice pullback to the 15-minute. When we get that pullback to the 15-minute, I zoom in and I took an aggressive entry on my eval, and I'm fine with that. So we put in this SMT right here, right? So we pull back to the 15-minute imbalance. We put in a nice SMT, and then I zoom into the 15-second, really like the 30-second too. And I kind of just wait for us to get a change in the state, which is right here, right? I wait for an internal change in state. Now I know we have all these imbalances down here, which, yeah, that's probably where you could argue I shouldn't take the trade. But, you know, we have this nice SMT put in. We're starting to displace low. I enter very aggressively right here with my stops at the high, able to get in for really good size. Like, the risk reward was really, really good. My entry was more right here. That was that. I was just targeting, like, these lows in here. A little lower. I was actually targeting like this. Just trying to get that. We sell off a good amount, end up pulling back, stopping me out. Not a big deal. Could I have probably managed just a little better? Maybe, you know, maybe I could have pulled stops break even a little earlier, but I was all right with it. I'm okay with this loss. It's not a bad loss. It's not a good loss, but it's not a bad loss. You know what I mean? I think it's very clean in the way I wait for these to get inverse. We get the change in the states to the downside. We have a clear consolidation right here. We have a clear smart money reversal up here. This was an SMT also. right? I had a couple people in the Discord that took shorts up here, sold off, but I needed more confirmation. I get my more confirmation, and we end up coming back. We were also at premium of the range. I think this is a pretty good trade. There's just a couple probability things that make it less probable. One, it being Friday, and two, it being later in the session, and three, being there was news at 10 a.m. So it makes it a little less probable. I probably should have de-risked here. Like once we got the push down like that, I probably should be at break even if we're being honest. But I wasn't, and that's okay. But I was able to recognize the conditions on my Express and realize that I probably shouldn't be trading today on my Express. So that's a huge win there. I'm okay. I'm going to be aggressive on these evals. That's kind of the whole point of the eval, is to be aggressive and try to get these wins, you know, is my goal. So I'm not upset with that at all. This is the trade recap. We put in an SMT, double SMT essentially, in premium of the range, start to sell off a little bit. I was going to wait till like 1 minute confirmation, but there was no like area where I could find 1 minute confirmation because of how price was. ES was selling really good too. Don't think it's a bad setup. ES was, you know, fully filled a 5 minute. ES flips that 5 minute, we sell off. ES didn't flip the 5 minute, we didn't sell off. Not the end of the world, you know, it happens. Losses happen, you know, where it looks like we're just going to sell off to go right back up. And it is what it is. I'm okay with that loss. Right? You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. I looked back, and I'm just never going to keep a bullish bias once we get these change in the states of deliveries. Like, we get these massive market structure shifts, like 30 minute and down, these down close candles, and the 1 hour is already, or the 4 hour at least, is already bearish. There's no reason. This is unprobable conditions. We shouldn't go up. We shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? It's not ideal. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I look at it. Like, once we get those changes in the states to the downside, I'm very, 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 very bearish. I expect this to continue, especially because my draw wasn't taken. This original consolidation looked very clean. And we were at the standard deviation, retracing very nicely. 4 lines up pretty well. Expecting this to be the model here. We just don't get it, and that's okay. But the fact that I'm able to recognize conditions on my, like, eval and express and knowing not to trade on the express because I want to trade in the most high probable setups, and on the evals I'm just trying to be more aggressive. You know, could I have not taken the trade? Sure, yeah, maybe so, but I did, and that's fine. That's what it is. So moving forward, very happy overall. Yeah, so I have like $400 left on my eval, I think. Yeah, screaming outside. I have like $400. Not mad at these losses, right? If I'm down 899 and my maximum loss is what? Let's do the math. 49 minus 4877. 3.36. So I got 320 left. Looks like we'll hit a couple wins, build her back up. Still, I don't know if we'll be able to pass next week because we need to make what? So we'll write the risk down. Let's see. And I am risking Hiver on my Express. I'm down like 500, but shouldn't have taken a loss. I should have been down like 300 a week. Fine, don't care. Gonna go back to risking like 400 the next week, you know, stuff like that. So how much do we need to make? Because I need to make like 30 extra because of like some fucking dumbass. So 5330 minus 49100.72. No, that's not the right math. 53, yep. 53030 minus 49100.72. 3929. So I need to make $4,000 next week or in the next 2 weeks. Not a big deal. Possible. We'll get her done. Just like 3-4 wins. 3 wins really is all it is. 3 max wins, not a big deal. We'll get the good 1 to 3 win tomorrow, make a band. Next week, be at 5,100. You get 2 1,500 wins. 3 wins on the week is all we're looking for. But yeah, that's the trade of the day. Not mad at it. Very happy with it, actually. Waited for more things to align. Could it have been avoided? Sure. Should it have? Probably. But I like one trade a day. It's kind of what I like. I'm okay with taking a loss. One trade a day is kind of my thing. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate if you like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. I dropped a cool video yesterday I think you guys should check out. If you want to join the Discord, link in the description. Thank you guys so much. God bless. Keep writing.